Hey there, we are going to learn how to automate these templates for daily lessons. So I have a template here. This week's lessons will be, so I put today's lessons will be, or today's learning will be. So these are the four things that I may have in my day. So I'm going to make that template. That's done. So I'm going to call this whatever I want to call it, with a day in there and possibly the week, depending on how I want to name it. And it also depends whether I want a doc as well. I'm going to go into my Google Classroom. So my Google Classroom will look a bit like this. I'm going to go to my classwork at the top, and then I'm going to go and create. And I'm going to go and make an assignment. So when I go and make an assignment, I give it a name. This is Monday. You can call it whatever you want. This is Monday's learning. And you can give some instructions. Now in Add, when you add an attachment and you go to Google Drive, it'll be in your recent. So it'll be here, week 5, Monday learning. So I'm going to go and add that. The important thing here is to stress that we need a copy for each child, and you'll see why, because it names this file and it gives it a name as a template in a template folder, but it'll also put the student name here at the beginning. So I want one for every student. I want a due date. So this is, I'm going to say I want it at the end of Tuesday, and then I'm going to go and put this into my CSL topic, CSL Daily. I'll call this CSL Daily. And then in the corner here, what I want to do is I want to go and sign this and schedule it. So I'm going to go and schedule, and then I'm going to go and schedule this for Monday at, say, 6 a.m. and then schedule. So that's scheduled for that day. So when I go into this doc now, go into my test folder, I will have a folder here that will say the daily. So I'm going to go and unschedule this so I can go and edit this and just show you. If I go and assign this right now and unschedule it, so that you'll get that folder made on the day. So if I go and unschedule this now and I'm going to say this is due on Tuesday, at the end of Tuesday. So I'm going to go and assign this, assign on this doc, assign, and it'll make a copy now for every student in that class. And it'll do this when you schedule it. So let's go back into my day, and you can see the folder's been made there. Now you'll get a folder then for each day, so that everything's put together, rather than it being shared with you and having the students make a document and it's sharing with you, because this isn't a folder. This is just a collection of things that's got your name on it. I'm going to go into here and open it up, and there you can see it's got the student name at the beginning. So if we go into here, into this list view, you can see all the student names at the beginning. And it means that this is owned by them but shared with you in your class. So if we show you an example of what this looks like, you can see this at a glance. So if we go into an example that I use, which is down here somewhere, year 5, go to Miss Olivia, and we go to theme park. When we set this out with whole classes, you can see at a glance where they're at. So some students haven't quite finished, some students haven't attempted, and most students have finished. So we can see these working on them in real time. So as these change and update, you can see these being edited, and you can see who's finished and who hasn't. The last thing is you don't have to remake this. So once it's done once, we just go into create, reuse post, and we're going to reuse that Monday. So this time it's going to go into here, going to reuse this, make sure the copies and attachments are there. So this opens up the attachment and the template. So I'm going to reuse this. So when it opens it up, I'm going to call this Tuesday. Tuesday's learning. I'm going to go and open this up. Just by clicking on it, I'm going to go and open this up and call this Tuesday. Week 5, Tuesday. Learning for class 4B. Now that's it's saved because it will auto save. Get rid of this and go and add, and in your recent again, you'll have Tuesday. There's Tuesday. So this will make a template Tuesday for every student. Every student can copy. This is really important. You've got to do this every time. And then you can go to the tab here and schedule again and go and open it up for Tuesday, and you want it in for Wednesday. So we're going to do this again. We'll pretend that it's scheduled for Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. And then I'm going to go and assign, because you'll have the same instructions and the same bits and pieces for every student. So it'll make it. And if we go into our folder now, go to Classroom, and go to my test, there's Tuesdays. And inside there, I'll have Tuesday's template. So inside here, you'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or you could have CSS Daily, you can have CSS Weekly. If you want to call it week 4, week 5, week 6, you can call it whatever you want. Okay, I hope that was useful.